Hello everyone, welcome to this part of the sequential circuits. So previously we have already seen the asynchronous counter, the operation of the up-down asynchronous counter. Now in this part we will see the mod 10 asynchronous counter, propagation delay in ripple counters, cascading of ripple counter and so on. Okay. So first today we will see the mod 10 asynchronous counter. So a mod 10 asynchronous counter is also called a decade counter. It is also called a BCD counter. Why? Because or it is also called a divide by 10 counter. It requires 4 flip-flops and the smallest value of small n satisfying the condition is, we know, 10. What is the condition? It is 10, then less than equals to, it will be 2 to the power small n, right? Where small n is equals to 4. So there are 16 possible states, right? There are 16 possible states, out of which how many states are valid? Only 10 states are valid. Out of which only 10 states are valid and the remaining states are invalid. Okay. So the counter has 10 stable states from 0000 to 1001. Okay. That means it can count from 0 to 9. The initial state is 0000 and after 9 clock pulse it goes to 1001. So when the 10th clock pulse is applied, the counter goes to the state 1010 temporarily. But because of the feedback provided, we can see some feedback is provided. Because of the feedback provided in this logic diagram, what happens? It again resets to the initial state 0000. So there will be a glitch in the waveform of this Q2 and the state 1010 is a temporary state for which the reset signal, this reset signal, it will be 1 and this reset signal will be 0 for 0000 to 10001. Okay, and these R will be don't care for 1011 and 1111, right? And the count table and the K maps are for the reset are shown in this figure. Okay, so for the K map you have to form the this is a 4 variable function Q4, Q3, Q2, Q1. So we need to have the 16 possible cells. So here you put Q4, Q3, here you have Q2, Q1. Okay, so in this K map what will happen? These R will be equals to Q4, Q2. These R will be equals to Q4, Q2. When from this K map we can see the R will be equals to Q4 and Q2. Okay, from 10, see here, rest of the which states will be invalid here. So the counter, it has 10 stable states, right? From 000 to 1001. Okay, it can only count 0 to 9. Okay, remaining states are invalid. Okay, so these R will be equals to Q2, Q4. So the feedback is provided from the second and the fourth flip-flops. Okay, so feedback is provided from the second and the fourth flip-flops. So for active high reset, these Q2 and Q4 is applied to the clear terminal. This Q2 and Q4 is applied to the clear terminal of all the flip-flops. Okay, and you can see the operation. Okay, now next we will see the effect of propagation delay in the flip-flops. So in ripple counter, each flip-flop, what we know, each flip-flop will toggle. It is toggled by the changing state of the preceding flip-flop. Okay, so no flip-flop can change the state until after the propagation delay of the flip-flop that precedes. That is until all the preceding flip-flops complete their transition, right? This delay accumulates as we proceed through the additional stages, and this will have a detrimental effect on the operation of the ripple counter. So for a decade counter or a 4-bit counter, all the flip-flops they will change their states when the count goes from 0, 1, 1, 1 to 1, 0, 0, 0. Right, so after the 8th clock pulse is applied, Q1, after the 8th clock pulse is applied, the Q1, it will not change a state instantaneously, but it will go from a 1 to 0. When it will go from the 1 to 0? After propagation delay of this, in this picture, after the propagation delay of the TPD. Okay, so Q2, it will change the state after another propagation delay. This Q2, previous slide, this Q2, it will change the state after the propagation delay of 2PD, and Q3, it will change the state after 3PD. Okay, and Q4, it will change the state after 4PD, 4TPD. Okay, so if the propagation delay is large, okay, if the propagation delay is large and the clock frequency is very high, that means clock frequency is high means clock time period is low, then there is a possibility that the first flip-flop will respond to the new clock pulse before the previous clock pulse has affected transition of the 4th flip-flop. When the last flip-flop finally responds, what will happen? The counter may read 1001 having skipped 1000, right? Thus the count goes directly from 0111 to 1001. If the clock frequency is not high, that it is possible for the clock pulse to change the state of the first stage before the state changes caused by the previous clock pulse have rippled through the last stage. Okay, then the count will be skipped. Thus, it is obvious that the propagation delays in the flip-flops of a ripple counter impose a limit on the frequency at which the counter can be clocked. Alright, now we will see the cascading of the ripple counter. Okay, ripple counters can be connected in the cascade to increase the modulus of the counter. A mod M and a mod N counter in cascade, it can give a mod Mn counter. So you can see here a mod 10 and mod 6 counter in cascade, so it will give us mod 60 counter. Okay, so while cascading, the most significant stage of the first counter is connected to the toggling stage of the second counter. Some examples you can see over here. The order of cascading doesn't affect the frequency division. This any type of cascading you can do, it don't affect the frequency division. However, the duty cycle of the most significant output, duty cycle means on time divided by total time period. So the duty cycle of the most significant output may depend on the order in which the counter is cascaded. Okay, so these mod counter, this type of counters are often constructed by you can see mod Mn counters. These are often constructed by cascading the lower modulus counters because of the availability of the certain standard modulus counters in the IC form. Okay, so this is 5 into 2, 10. This is 3 into 2, 6. So this is again a mod 60 counter. Okay, so here this part, how we are cascading the ripple counters. This is a mod 4 counter with 2 flip-flops with the negative age triggered clock pulse, and this is a mod 6 counter. So how many flip-flops will be requiring? Will be requiring the 3 flip-flops. So we can cascade mod 4 counter and mod 6 counter in this format also.